guys, it's Mermaid Harmony. I just went for my first swim in my partial silicone fish butts tail, so I decided to do a review for you. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, you can message me on Facebook at Mermaid Harmony. So here we go. Okay, so this is my partial silicone tail. It's absolutely lovely. I love the paint job she did on it. So this is the back of it. She did this cool new thing with her back fins that she does. Usually she does neoprene with latex on it, but since this is a partial silicone tail, latex was obviously not an option. So we decided to try something new and just went for silicone that's painted. And at first I wasn't really sure what I thought of it, to be honest. But in the water, it kind of floats and it looks really cool. The great thing I like about it is that my fin ends right here and it extends over that instead of having a place that is like, oh, that's obviously where her ankles are. It just looks like this really cool ridge that is fish mermaid like. But I really like it, so that is a good deal. And it's translucent too, so the water kind of reflects off of it. Plus that there's that silver paint, so it has a good reflective surface. Her paint job that she did on my tail is purple and then blue and then green, and then I have little pink tips here at the end, which are absolutely adorable and I love. But usually she has lots of fine lines in her fluke, and this time she did thicker lines, which was nice because it has, that way the water can run off as well. I like the thin lines and I like the thick lines, so I don't know what she'll keep doing, but it turned out pretty cool. She also, there's this dark purple color here. The colors are just so rich in person, and especially under the water, they just pop. But she blended it into the fluke, so it just, underwater it looks like a rainbow. I'm a rainbow mermaid, and it's grand and great. There's these little pockets in the fluke, and so any water that gets into my tail somehow can go out here. So that way it doesn't bubble up like a hot air balloon, which is good, because hot air balloons go up, and as mermaids, usually we want to go down. I have an Oceanica merfin, and I love it. The thing about it that's really awesome is it's got like just a great flap, and it's got a good feel. It's made it easier for me to do some tricks that I had a hard time doing in my Finis Rapid. However, it hurts. Hurts your feet. I wore tube socks, and that worked for me. I'm also a size 9, so if you're nervous about having size 9 feet, your feet will fit in absolutely fine. Just wear socks the first time, otherwise you're going to be in for a hurting surprise. But I guess, beauty is pain, mermaiding. So that's that. The best thing that I really love about my tail is, guess what? I have no side seams. No side seams, hooray! That's just something right there. Oh, I love that. So the thing about this is I was her guinea pig for her partial silicone besides the one that she made for herself with the leopard print. And because mine was a solid color on the side, she could add extra silicone to hide that. In some places you can tell that there's extra silicone so it looks whiter, or spots where the silicone has pooled up. I needed this really fast for an event, and it was her first one and she kicked it out super fast. So I'm crazy impressed. In her awesomeness and loveliness, Stevie has offered to take it back in January to fix up some of these spots. I'm not worried about it. She does a fantastic job with everything she does. And so right now I'm just telling the kids that the extra silicone is scar tissue from when I wrestled a shark, and it was epic and awesome. And helps with the little boys who aren't that impressed with mermaids. And then when I tell them that I wrestled a shark, they're in awe of my mad skills. Still a little wet. This is the front of my fluke. As you can see, I have silver going down here. I love glitter, and she sprayed glitter on the neoprene, which is what this is made out of. There's neoprene and then silicone put over top, just like her latex, except silicone, obviously. And but I don't think the glitter really shows through. I think the silicone is thicker. In parts, you can maybe see it, but I don't know if that's the silicone or the glitter reflecting. You can kind of see the glitter in some spots. But when the water's on the silicone, and my tail's still a little wet, so you can see how the light reflects, it makes it look like real scales. Today when I was at the pool, a little girl was like, "Can I touch your fluke?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she touched it, and she's like, "Oh, that's not real, that's fake." And I was like, "No, that's what whale fins are made out of." And she's like, "Well, let me touch your tail." So she touched my tail, and she's like, "Oh my word, you guys, that is a real mermaid. Her scales are real." So that was really exciting. It's like embedded, all these scales. So it just feels absolutely fantastic. And these are my little fins near my feet, also kind of covering up my fin, my monofin. And they kind of just float in the water and are translucent, so they got that cool extra fin feel, for those fins that fish have that don't really do anything but just look cool, I suppose. So that is my review of my fish butts tail. Stevie is fantastic to work with. Anytime I had questions, she helped me out. There's a couple of problems as it was I was her guinea pig with the silicone, but she just kept me informed and was always honest with me, which I really appreciated, and it turned out absolutely lovely. Scales are great, the color is great, it's got depth, no side seams, which is just a miracle right there. So if you guys want a really great tail made by someone who is absolutely lovely to work with, this is a really great tail for great price. And it's the great thing about it that I really love is it's silicone, which means it's not going to stick to itself. I can just say, thank goodness it's not latex, because I'd be in a world of trouble. Putting this on was slightly difficult, as it was my first tail. So it doesn't stick to itself. If you have a dog or a cat, hair will stick to it, but I mean that comes off easily enough in the water. And you can use just good old pH balanced spray to clean it. So that is my review. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, Facebook me at Mermaid Harmony. And if you would like a tail of your own, you can go to fishbutts.com or fishbutts on Facebook. And that is that. Have a great night, and tides of thanks for watching. Bye.